More than half of all Australians still pay a tax agent to lodge their return. That's $200 to $400 a year for something myTax lets you do for free. Today, I'm going to walk you through every step of lodging your own tax return, show you the deductions that most people miss, and explain what's actually happening to your money at each stage. I'll show you the screens and the maths behind every number, so you actually understand your return, not just survive it. Before we touch myTax, you need to understand what a tax return actually is, because most people think it's a form to get money back. It's not. Your employer withholds tax from every pay cycle based on an estimate. The ATO assumes you'll earn the same amount every fortnight for the whole year, and they withhold accordingly. Your tax return is the reconciliation. You tell the ATO what you actually earned, subtract your legitimate deductions, and they calculate your real tax bill against what was already withheld. If too much was withheld, you get a refund. If too little, you owe the difference. Here's the maths. On an $80,000 salary, your income tax is $14,788 plus the 2% Medicare levy of $1,600. Total tax, $16,388. Your employer withholds about $630 per fortnight across 26 pay cycles. Now add $2,000 in work-related deductions. Your taxable income drops to $78,000. Your actual tax drops to $15,748. The difference is $640. That's your refund. Not free money, your money returned. Before you open myTax, get these three things ready. First, your myGov account linked to the ATO. If you've never done this, go to my.gov.au, create an account or sign in, and then link it to the Australian Taxation Office. You'll need to verify your identity, usually with your tax file number, bank details the ATO has on file, and a notice of assessment from a previous year. If it's your very first return, you can verify with your super fund details or your bank account. Second, gather your records. For most PAYG employees, the big items are already pre-filled by the ATO. Your salary, bank interest, dividends, private health insurance, and government payments all appear automatically. But here's the critical tip. Wait until late July. The ATO says pre-fill data isn't reliable until mid to late July because employers, banks, and health funds are still uploading. Lodge in the first week of July and you'll be manually entering data that would have appeared automatically 2 weeks later. Third, your deduction records. The ATO requires you to have a record for every deduction you claim. Receipts, invoices, bank statements, or a log of hours worked from home. No record, no claim. This is the number one reason the ATO adjusts returns. When they formally reviewed a sample of individual returns, they found errors in around 2/3 of them. Work-related deductions were the top target. One more thing, tax returns are due October 31st if you're lodging yourself. Miss it and you may cop a late lodgement penalty, so mark it in your calendar. Here's the actual process, section by section. When you open myTax, you'll move through 5 main sections. Section 1 is your personal details. Name, address, bank account for your refund. This is usually pre-filled, check it's current, and move on. Section 2 is your income. This is where pre-fill does the heavy lifting. Your salary from your income statement, bank interest, dividends, government payments, and any other income all appear here. Check every number against your own records. If something's missing, add it manually. The ATO will eventually find it anyway, and an honest mistake is treated very differently to an unexplained gap. Section 3 is deductions, and this is where your refund lives. I'll cover the big ones in detail in the next section, but here's the summary. Work-related expenses go in at D1 through D5. That includes car expenses, travel, clothing, home office, and self-education. Work from home goes at D5. Other work-related expenses. If you're using the fixed rate method, you enter your total hours and the system calculates it at 70 cents per hour. You can also claim the decline in value of equipment like laptops and monitors separately. Section 4 is offsets and credits. The low-income tax offset is applied automatically if your taxable income is under $66,667. It's worth up to $700. You don't need to do anything. The private health insurance rebate and Medicare levy questions also appear here. If you have a help debt, your compulsory repayment is calculated automatically based on your repayment income. Under the new marginal system from this year, you only start repaying once your income exceeds $67,000, and you only pay on the portion above that threshold. Section 5 is the summary. myTax shows your total income, total deductions, taxable income, tax payable, credits and offsets, and your estimated refund or amount owing. Review it, submit it, and you're done. Most refunds hit your bank account within 2 weeks. Here are the deductions that put actual money back in your pocket. Work from home is the biggest one for most employees. Under the fixed rate method, you claim 70 cents for every hour you work from home. That covers internet, phone, electricity, and stationery in one rate. 3 days a week, 48 weeks a year, 8 hours a day. That's 1,152 hours. Times 70 cents is $806 off your taxable income, saving you about $250 in tax at the 30-cent bracket. On top of that, you can separately claim the decline in value of items you use for work. If an item costs less than $300, you can claim the work portion immediately. For bigger purchases like a $2,000 laptop used 60% for work, you claim 60% of its depreciation over 3 years. That's about $400 per year off your taxable income. But here's what the ATO changed. You must keep a record of every hour, not an estimate, not a 4-week diary extrapolated. Actual records for the full year. Phone and internet are the next easy one. If you use your personal phone for work calls and emails, you can claim the work-related portion. A $200 monthly phone bill where 30% is work use is $720 in deductions. Union fees, professional subscriptions, and industry memberships are fully deductible. Self-education directly related to your current job qualifies too. Courses, textbooks, travel to attend training. Here's the number that should motivate you. The average Australian tax refund is around $2,500. That includes people with investment properties and shares, so for a straightforward PAYG employee, somewhere between $1,000 and $2,000 is normal. But the difference between a $500 refund and a $1,500 refund is often just claiming what you're legitimately entitled to. Let's put it all together with a real example. Say you earn $80,000, you work from home 3 days a week, you have a $700 phone deduction, and you claimed $400 in equipment depreciation. Your gross income is $80,000. Your deductions total $1,906. Your taxable income drops to $78,094. Your income tax on that is $14,216. Add the 2% Medicare levy of $1,562, and your total tax is $15,778. But your employer withheld $16,388 through the year based on your gross salary, so your refund is $610. Now here's the visual that makes it click. Your $80,000 splits into 4 pieces. $18,200 is tax-free. $26,800 is taxed at 16 cents. $33,094 is taxed at 30 cents. And $1,906 goes to deductions and was never taxed at all. Every dollar of deductions you claim is a dollar that moves from the taxed zone back to the untaxed zone. At the 30-cent bracket, each dollar of deductions saves you 30 cents in tax. That's why it's worth getting this right. Quick note for anyone worried about getting it wrong. If you realise you made a mistake after lodging, you can amend your return through myTax within 2 years. The ATO doesn't penalise honest mistakes. Penalties are for deliberate fraud or recklessness, not for accidentally claiming something incorrectly. If the ATO has a question, they'll usually send a letter asking you to provide a receipt or clarify a deduction. That's not an audit. That's the system working as intended, so don't let the fear of a mistake stop you from lodging. 3 things worth doing before tax time. First, if you work from home, start tracking your hours now. A spreadsheet, a calendar reminder, a time tracking app, whatever works. The ATO requires actual records, not estimates. Second, create a deductions folder, physical or digital. When you buy something for work, when a phone bill arrives, when you complete a course, it goes straight in the folder. When July arrives, you'll have everything ready instead of scrambling. Third, check your myGov is linked to the ATO. Go to my.gov.au, sign in, and make sure you can see the ATO under your linked services. If you can't, link it now while there's no queue. If this video helped, consider subscribing. I make data-driven finance videos for Australians every week. No fluff, just the numbers. Drop a comment and let me know. Are you lodging your own return this year or still using an accountant? Next video, I'm covering the tax deductions most Australians don't know they can claim. Make sure you don't miss it.